Okay, so I saw this post that says Pop Queens and their lowest rated album, pick your top two. So here's going to be all the contenders and everything. Okay, so if I had to pick two, I would pick Mariah Carey Charm Bracelet because there was a really good album. One of my favorite Mariah Carey songs, okay, just beautiful. Yours was an excellent song as well. Subtle Invitation was something that I really enjoyed off of this album too. Clown, underrated. A lot of people don't know that she was also dissing Eminem on Clown, but I'm very fond of Clown personally, okay, so I really enjoyed that. Irresistible was a good song too. Lullaby, I almost forgot about Lullaby, but it's basically part two to The Roof. Okay. So yeah, it tends to be a fan favorite, okay? I will say, I don't know what Charm Bracelet stands act like standing Charm Bracelet so hard. No, being a Rainbow stands hard. No one really give a fuck about the album, including Mariah herself, but it is what it is, okay? But I like Charm Bracelet a lot. It has a fair amount of replay vibe for me. I like the production and everything at the time. I think it's aged decently, okay? So that's the first one I would pick. And then the second one that I pick, I Am Such a Verse by Beyonce. I just reviewed this on my main YouTube channel, Anastasia 25. And overall thoughts on it, it's like a 7 out of 10. I think we can agree it's not Beyonce's greatest work. A lot of Hive agrees it's her worst album, but her worst album is still better than a lot of people's best. But so some favorites: Hello. Oh my gosh, like that whole bridge moment and the vocal on there. I love the vocal delivery. I love Hello. It's one of my favorites. And Halo, I feel very strongly about Halo. A lot of people like to shit on Halo and everything like that, but I love Halo. It's one of my favorite Beyonce songs of all time. The song that we should be hating on is If I Were a Boy. If I hear that song one more damn time, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I hate If I Were a Boy. Okay, I cannot say that enough. And then you got stuff like Satellites and That's Why You're Beautiful. Boring. I don't need to hear Ave Maria again. She gave a great vocal for it, but that song is not for me, okay? I wasn't fond of Radio either. But for every song like that, you had Diva, okay? She said, take it to another level, no passengers on my plane. Okay, she ate. And that performance that she did for the 9/11 tribute when they did the plane choreography, ciao. I think they asked her to perform it, but still, I don't know. So there was that song, which I really enjoyed. Sweet Dreams was a really fun pop song. Single Ladies, the classic that keeps on giving on this album too. So, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff on I'm Such a Verse. I feel like if she would have cut 4 or 5 songs and, sequenced it different, we could have had better result, okay? But I Am Such a Verse is not that bad. And so those are the only two that I would save. I think Art Pop, I need to re-listen to it, to be fair, because I only heard it once and it was very overwhelming. I liked Guy and Applause, that's a great song, but I have to revisit that, okay? So kind of not applicable because I need to give it a re-listen. 21YO, it's one of Janet's worst albums. Yeah, it might be worse than the first two, because the first two don't have expectations. She was young, she didn't really write. But 21YO, you're coming off Velvet Rope and Rhythm Nation and All For You and Damita Jo, and you give us this, and I blame Jermaine Dupri because her, Jimmy Jam, and Terry Lewis were chopping it up just fine, but Jermaine Dupri had to come and fuck it up. And yeah, so excited. I don't like the song. A lot of people go for it. I don't care. And Joy is really the only song that feels like Janet to me on this album, okay? This Body is a bottom 10 Janet Jackson song of all time. This album is so bad. The production's on here, the vocals on here don't sound great, the songwriting, what the fuck was that? 21YO is so awful, okay? And one of my friends said this album was skipples. I'm never getting over that shit, okay? If you see this, you know who I'm talking about. Rihanna, this was not a good album, okay? Rihanna didn't start making good albums till Good Girl Gone Bad, in my opinion. I haven't listened to the Katy Perry album because I don't really care to listen to it. Britney Jean was not good. Britney Jean was not good, okay? I would take it over Femme Fatale, but in the end, we're really having a mid-off, aren't we, okay? Because Femme Fatale, ooh, it was just bad. But Britney Jean, it was just like, I think I like the song Perfume, okay? I think I like Tick Tick Boom, that was off of this album and everything. I think Work Bitch was on this album. So she had a few good songs and everything like that, but it just wasn't Britney. It just wasn't Britney that we've come to know and love. And she was in the conservatorship and they were working her to the bone, so fuck them and everything like that. It's not Britney's fault, but I don't really go for this album, okay? Madonna, American Life, I haven't heard for this album. I heard that people didn't enjoy it, because of the time that it came out. I think that was partially it, but a lot of people didn't like this album. I think it kind of bombed for her standards, but I haven't listened to it, so I don't have an opinion. So yeah, the only two that I'm going to pick is going to be Charm Bracelet and I Am Such a Verse. Let me know down below in the comments, though, which one would you pick, and let's continue that conversation.